What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for being here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. If it's nerdy, if it's geeky, I'm going to talk about it here. Right now, I want to give you guys my thoughts on the movie Mortal Kombat Legends: Scorpion's Revenge. You know what? This was something I was actually really looking forward to. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. I've got all the games, and we won't really talk about the movies a lot. Honestly, the first movie is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. The one with Christopher Lambert, it's a guilty pleasure. I enjoy it. Yeah, it's cheese. It's 90s cheese, but I enjoy it. Annihilation, we'll just pretend that one didn't happen. Mortal Kombat Legacy was flawed, but fun. The games, I love the games. So let's talk about this. Mortal Kombat Legends: Scorpion's Revenge. It was really good. It was really good. It wasn't perfect. It was not perfect, but it was really good. So Scorpion is our primary character. Obviously, with a Scorpion-centered movie, Sub-Zero is going to be a primary character. And then you've got your main three: Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade. They are all three kind of the main protagonist along with Scorpion. And then you've also got, obviously, Shang Tsung. You've got Goro, Raiden. You've got Jax is in there. Kano is in there. Quan Chi plays a very substantial role. Let's see. You do see Shao Kahn. He's not in it much. You see Reptile. Reptile has kind of one action sequence. But yeah, it's really well done. And here's the kicker. Baraka has a big action sequence. Here's the kicker, though. It tells the story of Mortal Kombat 1. So Outworld has won 9 Mortal Kombats in a row. Shang Tsung is overseeing the tournament. Goro is the champion, and Raiden has brought together his champions to defend Earthrealm one last time. And the three primary players for the Earthrealm are Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade. And once I learned, okay, they're telling the story of Mortal Kombat 1. The familiar story that we all know. Once I learned that, I was like, how are they going to make this Scorpion-centered? How are they going to make this a Scorpion-centered movie? We know Scorpion's background. He gets assassinated by Sub-Zero and his ninja clan, and he gets sent to the Netherrealm, and he's resurrected to come get his revenge. And in this movie, Quan Chi is the one that resurrected him. And I was like, how are they going to make Scorpion the primary protagonist? And I don't want to give much away for those of you who are Mortal Kombat fans who haven't seen it yet, but they weaved it in such a way that it worked brilliantly. It worked brilliantly. Yes, Liu Kang is still considered Raiden's champion. Liu Kang is still the one that Earthrealm holds all their hopes on. And Liu Kang is still the one that has to win the tournament. But Scorpion becomes so central to Liu Kang's journey in this movie, especially Liu Kang's final tournament. I thought it was brilliant, the way that they did it, and the way they incorporated Scorpion's story into the overall narrative of Mortal Kombat, and Quan Chi's for that matter. Because Quan Chi wasn't introduced to Mortal Kombat 4. I could be wrong on that, but I think it was Mortal Kombat 4. So Quan Chi wasn't introduced until a much later game. So I was like, how are they going to introduce Quan Chi into Mortal Kombat 1? And the way that they made a very nice Mortal Kombat quilt, and it all went together nicely. The animation was great. It was kind of a mix between anime and traditional animation. I'm not a big anime fan. I've never steered away from that. I've never shied away from that. I think that the Naruto running with your arms behind your back, I think that's ridiculous. I just, I'm a track coach. I'm a track coach. I have competed in track at a very high level, at the collegiate level. And, that kind of running doesn't make sense. It doesn't make you faster. Anybody who knows anything about running knows you need your arms to create speed. Putting them back here doesn't do anything. So I don't know. I see Naruto running in these shows and I'm like, that's ridiculous. And it takes me out of it because it's so ridiculous. But maybe that's just me because I coach runners. But overall, the animation is very nice. Like I said, it's got a mixture between anime and traditional, but it's very well done for a direct-to-video animated feature. The gore was extreme. The gore was extreme. Almost so extreme that it took me out of it a little bit. Like, I don't know. If there's ever a live-action Mortal Kombat movie, I want the gore to be excessive, right? I want to see fools getting their heads cut in half and their arms chopped off and their spines ripped out. I want that to happen because that's the game. That's what you see in the game. But here it seemed excessive in the sense that it wasn't realistic. It didn't look realistic. Yeah, it was gory. It was really gory. But it didn't strike me as realistic. It struck me as these animators' fantastical view on what this animation would on what this would look like. Almost like they weren't even aiming for reality. They were aiming for fantasy gore. And that took me out of it a little bit. I appreciated the fact that they went for it on the gore and they showed gore. They showed heads getting cut in half, people getting split down the middle, arms getting ripped off, the spines getting ripped out. They showed all that. But it was very sensationalized in a way that it didn't look realistic. They went for it, but the type of animation and the colors and the there were instances where blood spilled out of people's body, and I'm like, do people even have that much blood in their body? I mean, it was excessive to some point. But like I said, I was really happy that they went for it, and there was a cool effect. They would show like people getting smashed in the head, and then they would show X-ray, like an X-ray vision, where you could see the bones crunching. Scorpion would hit somebody with his spear, and it would show an X-ray effect of the spear going through. There was a part in the movie where Goro was pulling on somebody's arms, and then they showed the X-ray of the muscles ripping and the bones popping out of the joints. So that was really cool. And I thought that was great, actually. Maybe a tad overused, but I was really happy they went for the gore. Sexual content was virtually nil. Might have been some suggestive talk, but very little, if anything, in terms of sexual content. There was some language. This was a rated R movie, so there was some language. I believe there was a few F-bombs dropped. It wasn't excessive. There wasn't, like, you didn't roll your eyes wondering if the writers knew any other words. But they were present and they were there. The gore was the big thing. The gore was what earned it the R rating. It was the excessive amount of gore. But overall, this is a good movie. Like I said, the narrative was solid. It told the story of Mortal Kombat 1, but it told it in a new way that we'd never seen before, that really focused on Scorpion's journey and how Scorpion really decided the outcome of the tournament, even though Liu Kang was the champion of Earth. Really well done movie. They did leave it on a cliffhanger, and I'm really looking forward to see where it goes next. I really hope this does well enough that we get a sequel, because this was really well done. So that's my take on it. I give this movie a solid A-. It was that good for a solid A-. So I really liked it. What did you guys think of Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge? Did you like it as much as me, or did you not like it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, And as always, thank you for being here at the Oki Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.